What is it about the 3D printing gun community that attracts such spurgs? Every day I see ugly guns with mismatched bright neon colors and it fills me with embarrassment. Why can't you aspies just use black like any normal person would? You're scaring away the normal people, destroying your credibility, and looking like a bunch of fruitcakes that play too many video games. Get your head straight and grow up already. Well, first you need to understand that only maybe 1 in 10 people in said community have ever even printed a gun, or even owned guns. It's a community that attracts an eclectic group of assorted, politically disenfranchised young males. Many members of said community are more interested in the politically disruptive nature of 3D printing guns than they actually are in firearms. It's the same shit you'd see in the assorted militias and survivalist groups back in the 90s. Such endeavors attract extremists, whom tend to be the most vocal and end up dictating the tone and direction of the group as a whole, by simple nature of ringing louder than anybody else present. He says on the No Guns board of a Chinese cartoon web zone. Because it's jerking each other off about epic new technology that lets you make your own guns. When pipe guns and private gunsmithing projects, even semi-mass produced ones, have existed since the invention of the gun, work 100 times better and able to be made with basic equipment. But they look ugly and require you to have a few non-computer skills that isn't building ARA model packs. So spurgs jump onto it like flies on shit, and before sour grapes. For sour grapes, the grapes have to be the better thing. Use black like any normal person would, but it's the black guns that are scary to the normies. A bright colored gun that looks like a toy is completely harmless and way less likely to be fucked with by gun laws. Luckily, nobody cares what you think. It's because it's filled to the brim with Americans who believe printing the box and gun is inside means they made a gun. Am I autistic for actually liking the colors on this 3D printed 22LR pistol build? Yes, you're autistic for posting on 4chan. Hey kids, it's me, Blippi. Today we will be taking back our rights from the tyrants. Yeah, and remember, always run them down with your car. Fuck off, boomer. I just like printing them. They're not taken seriously. Who cares? It's not real gunsmithing. Having my printer make me a gun without having to buy and use a lathe is nice. Stop having fun. No, I see it as a beggars can't be choosers kind of thing. I like that these people are disruptive politically. I like that they skirt the rules. I respect that they are smart enough to put a gun together. So I've got to forgive the stupid colors and style choices they make. The usual reason for that is people are showing literal prototypes they're working on. The different clashing colors let you ID the different parts more easily when trying to figure out why shit exploded. As for the question about autists, it's complex work with a fair bit of technical challenge added in, which autists fucking crave. T, an autist. Cry harder or do it yourself. The choice is yours, really. Accuse someone of being autistic because they are coloring their guns. From your point of view, wrong. I wonder who's the one obsessing over intrinsically worthless details and is autistic. ITT, home gunsmiths angry that normies are putting together guns like Legos instead of building something out of scrap metal that still has the same malfunctions and problems. OP when he sees color. Lol, this thread made me remember the time I scared a whole 4th year college engineering class by saying the shitty rep clone in the school library could not print out a fully AR-15 lock, stock, and barrel. About 5 years ago now. Good times. Yup, those were the days. Can't do that no mo. In order to cater to OP, your next project should use glow-in-the-dark filament. They aren't manufacturing firearms for 5th graders. Surely they could afford filament or spray paint in bolder colors like their favorite sodas or energy drinks. They just use whatever filament they have available. Also, when you print the whole lower and realize the color is shit, you are going to waste time and plastic to reprint it. I think there's also the people who do it intentionally so normals don't know it's a 3D printed gun. Grow up already. My brother in Christ. You have no right to call others spurgs when you're making such a butthurt post about people using colored plastic to 3D print firearms instead of just black. Colors are fun, as are firearms. Let people enjoy things. Live in the cyberpunk ANCAP timeline. Get mad when people start having fun with their cyberpunk ANCAP guns. So this is the power of Reddit. No, not the Aspergerinos. Fuck off. Zoomer video with 6 million skins to unlock for every weapon are to blame for this. Why won't you adhere to my extremely specific preferences? Deviating from them really stresses me out, you know. You are the autist here. Yeah, sure, why don't they just print shit in only black, tan, and OD? They should just ignore any and all filament they have that aren't those colors, and buy solely those for gun-related prints. Otherwise, some dipshit on 4chan might spurg out at the idea of using whatever color material they happen to have on hand. Because you know guns can only be 3 colors. Go fuck your mother. Print your gun your color.